guys, and welcome back. This is the tutorial series on how to install XAMPP. As you can see, they said Merry Christmas up here. Well, anyway, XAMPP is cross-platform, which is why they call it XAMPP. It stands for XAMPP, or Apache, MySQL, and PHP MyAdmin. Okay, they say it all over here. Oh, I'm sorry, in Perl. Okay, they say cross-platform, you can install it on Linux, Windows, Mac OS X, and Solaris. Okay, we're going to be doing our installation on Windows. All of our tutorials are going to be in Windows, but you can use Linux or Macintosh. It doesn't really matter because all the programs we're going to be using besides Visual Studio can be used on any of these other operating systems. Okay, so I'll post the link in the description, but go to apacheFriends.org/en/XAMPP.html. We're just going to click over here, or just go to Google and type XAMPP. Click over here on XAMPP for Windows. Okay. Basically scroll down. We're going to install. I'm going to do the XAMPP Windows 1.8.2. Yeah, I'm going to do the 1.8.21. You guys can do the 1.8.3, but most or all the stuff I'm going to be doing is going to be on a personal platform, or it's going to be on a personal laptop on my network. So all the web development stuff and the server stuff, I'm going to be compiling, or I'm going to be pushing it over to my Linux machine. Okay. So, I mean, everything's going to be the same pretty much. We're going to do a lot of our program in Windows, but all my stuff, as you can see, will go directly to it'll go right in here, okay? Because I can access this, a bunch of other places, and I could just create a folder here, and I could just, go to my website where it is, okay, or on my local host. All right, but we're going to go through the XAMPP installation. I do have another tutorial on my website, okay? It's called, or it shows you how to set up a LAMP stack on Ubuntu, okay? If you want to install Apache MySQL PHP on Linux, just go on my website, check this out right over here, and you should be good to go. All right. So let's go ahead and download. You can either choose the installer, the zip, or the 7-zip archive. I'm just gonna download the installer. Make this easier. Okay. All right. About 20 seconds. I'll pause the video. Okay, it actually took like 3 or 4 minutes. Don't know why. I just clicked it and install it. Go through the installation process. Okay. Alright. Hit run. And hit next. Okay. So now with selecting all these components, you don't really need to select everything. I'm going to have everything installed, okay? I like, wow, that was crazy. I like having all this extra stuff, it's pretty nice. Okay, so I'm going to install it in a different drive. I have a SSD drive, so I like to install everything in my F drive, okay? Hit next. It's not empty apparently. G drive. Okay. You don't really have to install Bitnami. You can click learn more about it. I'm not really going to go much into it. It's basically free installers. You install Drupal, Joomla, WordPress, and all these other special things on there. So you're welcome to take a look at it if you wish, but I'm going to just uncheck that. I don't really care. Okay. And then it should just be, a couple seconds to install. If it takes a little bit too long, I'll just pause. Alright, it's installed. Alright. It's going to ask you if you want to start the control panel. Just keep that checked. We're going to start it. Alright, so we wanted to start Apache, MySQL, just those two, okay? They run on ports 80, 443, and SQL. Remember, it runs on port 3306. That's going to be very important in the future when we're going to be doing our development stuff to access MySQL remotely, okay? So now to set up XAMPP, we're going to go to 127.0.0.1. Okay. It's going to say, hey, look, click on the language you want. And we want to go down here to security. Okay, we want to set up a password for PHP MyAdmin and MySQL. Okay, so I'm just going to click this right here. It says to fix this problem, all these unsecured issues. To fix it, just click XAMPP security.php. Brings this up, and hey, you have your root super user. Put in whatever path you like. I'm gonna put 123.4. Okay, just something very simple. I don't really care. And just for just because I'm gonna put user root 123.4 again for the cross amp stuff. Okay, so just hit password changing, and it should say, hey, look, the password successfully changed. Please restart MySQL for loading these changes. Now what you do is you just go down here, hit stop, and just because I'm gonna restart Apache as well. Start and start again. And now to access PHP MyAdmin, to test everything, just go PHP MyAdmin. Just put it at the end of your local host. You can type localhost too. PHP MyAdmin. Okay. And you should get up with this. Type root 1234. And you should be able to log in. It's that easy, guys. Okay. This is going to be pretty important. We're going to be using PHP MyAdmin quite a bit when it comes to making tables for our users and stuff. All right. Our user system is not going to be that complex, so we're just going to have a simple username, email, and password. Okay. And if you guys want, if you guys kind of voted in, I'll show you guys how to create an email, reply as well, where somebody's like, hey, look, or when they log into the website, registered or whatever, the website server sends an email. And I'll show you guys how to set up the email server if you want to. Okay. That's pretty much it for setting up XAMPP. Leave comments or leave some comments down below, or subscribe to this YouTube channel. Okay. I'm probably gonna end up bringing on a student, so the student can kind of just sit back and kind of ask questions as we're going through this to make it a little bit easier for you guys to, just in case, because I know some people have questions or whatever while we're doing this, and uh, I, I think it'd be very beneficial to have you guys there. All right. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.